for you, what has been the biggest, you talk about trial and error. What was the biggest pain point? What was the biggest moment, and if maybe you did, maybe you had a throw in the towel moment because of something in life. What was the biggest blind spot, where you felt like, man, I just got hit with Holyfield haymaker, Tyson, Tyson uppercut as you were building this out, and maybe that hopeless moment. So what were some of those dark moments where you pressing toward an end?
For sure, I would say certainly because I'm trying to manage a 9 to 5. I'm trying to build this thing up as a side hustle, almost another 8 hours in that, and then also trying to raise a family at the same time. So there's so much pressure. You have competing forces all over the place. Really
now you're talking the real stuff. So
yeah, absolutely.
Wife, children, how many?
Yeah.
One. Listen, I tell people, I have 7. So people tell me, I was like, one is hard, 2 is hard, 3 is hard.
It's all hard, man.
Yeah. So talk to me, like, when you talk the competing interests. I like the way you framed it. And what was the hardest transition point? Was it having a children in the midst of having this? At what point were you like, man, I don't know if I'm cut for all of this.
Yeah.
So what was that moment, and how did you navigate your way through it, and who was maybe even central in helping you find solutions?
Yeah, I would say that the toughest part is those long nights. Those long nights, because you starting from 7 a.m., right? You got to get the little man ready, get him fed, and get him changed up. Then you're going through the 9 to 5. You got to take the train. You got to commute to and from. That's another 3 hours. You're getting home 7 o'clock. Okay, now he's got to go to bed. Now you got to get ready for the game, right? So now you got to do your prep work, prep for pregame, and then I do my show. I'm not only just speaking in the microphone, I'm producing the show. Yeah. So I'm making sure, people on the phone lines are good, making sure the chat is, making sure the stream is up and running. Man. So you're monitoring as well. You're producing and you're hosting as well. Man. And then after that, it's the post-production. So I got to make sure the podcast is up. I got to make sure I have my Instagram clips, lined up. And buddy. So this is before we scaled up and added on help.
Of course.
Everything, it was just me, one-man show. So before I know it, it's 2 a.m., and then I got to start it all over again. Man. So it really creates a high stress, high pressure situation. Sure. Especially in the beginning when you're not making as much and you don't have the many viewers. And at the same time, the team is terrible.
Oh, man.
Right? I mean,
bro, it's not like they flock in these last 2 years. It's been more to talk about, especially even though, like I said, it's not the success that we were ultimately looking for. But the trajectory since Leon Rose has become is like, okay, we have a base. You're starting to see quickly. There's a base of talent that we're like, how are we not more successful yet? But there's excitement. Julius Randle, obviously, having an all-star player. Yeah. So I definitely see it. And thanks for sharing, because people need to have the right, frame of mind in relation to, pursuing a passion. But also, I tell people it's not spiritual unless it's practical, right? So if you have a God-sized vision for something, then there has to be a practical moment that you're building your life upon that seeds that seeds the success. And, but it's practical steps, and there's amazing tension that's kind of being, that burn rate, right? That burn rate to bring something beautiful to pass, man. So, what was like, so let's get to some of those highlights, man, for you. Like, because for me, as a fan of the Knicks and as a fan of the product that you're creating in the community, what was some of your, I can't believe I'm doing this more. I can't believe this is happening, whether it was an engagement with a celebrity fan or just a big pinnacle cross to a barrier for Knicks Fan TV?
For sure. I think the first one, and it was ironic because I distinctly remember a conversation I was having with one of my old co-hosts as we were walking into Madison Square Garden, and we were debating the path in terms of content.
Sure.
Should we do YouTube? Should we stay on YouTube? Should we go podcast? Should we go back to Instagram? And I remember I said it to him, it's verbatim. I said, we got to stick to YouTube. You got to level up every day, be better every day, try to get 10% better every day. You just never know who's watching. Yeah. Just keep it consistent and stay with it, keep it consistent. And then probably like maybe 2 weeks later on Twitter, I get an ad from Chuck D. And it was just a strong endorsement for Knicks Fan TV. Like, yo, I just tapped into Knicks Fan TV, checked them out, hit that thumbs up button for you, boy. I was just like blown away. I was blown away, man. But that's why I went back to my guys. Like, bro, I told you.
How righteous is that? Yeah. You know, it couldn't come from a better endorsement. You think about the first kind of like quote unquote celebrity endorsement. Yeah. Fight the power, fighting for Knicks Fan TV.
Unbelievable. And his support, I say this all the time, and I have no shame saying it. His support has been unwavering since day one.
Yeah.
You know, when we set up our show, he's in the chat before I'm in it with the community. And they rally behind him. He just called into the show last night. He closed the show. Just everything, man. You know, my appearances on ESPN.
Of course.
Chuck D throwing the alley-oop. Like, yo, give this kid a chance. Check him out.
Bro.
We made a documentary about Knicks Fan TV called Fantastic Voyage. I mean, just so many examples.
Yeah.
Just demonstrating his belief in me. It's just a blessing, man.
Bro,
it's just a blessing.
That's super powerful, man. Because, you know, like I said, when it's authentic, it's even more rewarding, right? Like it was out of a sincere passion, a sincere pursuit. But your commitment to excellence, I'm like, I watched, you know, like I remember the first time I saw you at SNY, I'm like, dog is suited, booted, and locked in. Like I do this.